Okay, House of Payne fans. Now, based on the promo for this week's new episode, Payne, episode 7 of season 11, the question is Ella cheating on Curtis, or has she been cheating on Curtis and kept it a secret? I mean, Calvin, CJ, and Malik come across, one of the boxes, I'm guessing in the garage. Remember, the episode is called Painting, so maybe these three are helping out, painting the garage or something along those lines for, Curtis and Ella. Calvin opens the book, reads through it, and finds it's like love poems, love letters. He confronts his mom about it, and she pretty much retorts by saying it's best to keep Pandora's box closed. And the question is she cheating or not? Now, let me just put it this way. Going by the episode synopsis for episodes 9 and 10, it seems like we're kind of going to skip over this situation. We don't know if by the end of the episode it's revealed that, oh, this is actually not what you think it is. It's pretty much me, talking about all the things that I wish Curtis would do in regards to being romantic and things like that. It's just one of those things where it's something out of nothing, because why exactly would Ella be defensive to Calvin if it was not what, Calvin suspected it to be? It's just one of those situations that if Ella wasn't cheating, why would she say Pandora's box? It's just, I don't know. But let's skip to episode 11. Episode 11 in terms of the synopsis. Episode 11, Painful Plan. In hopes to repropose to Ella, Curtis recruits CJ and Calvin to execute his flawless plan and win Ella's heart back. This seems to imply that in between episodes 7 and 11, something happens that, messes up the marriage between Ella and, Curtis, that something isn't, going on here. Going right. Then episode 12, going to the chapel and not getting married. Ella is on the fence about whether to marry Curtis a second time. So yet again, it's just one of those things where, what's going on here? Did Pandora's box indeed open up a bunch of pain, drama, and sorrow in the marriage between Ella and Curtis? But then let's go over to episode 14, Cracked Nest Egg. Hidden feelings are exposed between Curtis and Ella after they team up to help save the help center. Now, one moment here, because what I'm going to do is I'm just scrolling through the rest of the season, and none of these actually seem to relate to the situation between Curtis and Ella. I mean, I'm just very curious to see, are we going to actually have an arc in this season that's actually worth following? Because the only arc I can really think of in the reboot since it came back was in season 9, where you had like that 3 to 5 episode stint of Curtis and Ella being high. And that was some of the dumbest writing I've ever seen for these shows. But in this case, I'm wondering what was in that secret love diary. Now, I could have sworn that maybe the synopsis got updated since I did a video on them months ago, or maybe I read it from somewhere else behind the scenes in regards to character or episode descriptions. But I was in the idea that I thought that the love poems and whatnot, it was pretty much, Ella writing down all the things she wished Curtis would do, that he would be romantic and whatnot, and then him reproposing would be the way to rekindle the spark in their marriage. But it seems that something must happen in this upcoming episode that has ripple effects in the upcoming episodes, like episode 11. Oh, sorry about my squeaky chair. When Curtis plans to win Ella's heart back. So Curtis must do something really bad, or maybe it's discovered that, wait a minute, Ella, CJ and Calvin, they told me about this diary. What's going on? You been creeping? And then Ella reveals, hey, this is what's been happening over the years. I wish you were this. I wish you were that. But again, I'm only speculating because we don't know what's going on. I don't think Ella's cheating on Curtis, but that one episode from last season where I believe that it was about rekindling the romance in Curtis and Ella's marriage. And this was when Laban wasn't around for a lot of episodes, so Floyd was pretty much in his place. And I think that Floyd was supposed to be like the waiter for Ella and Curtis, and for whatever reason, Curtis wasn't able to make it to the dinner. And then Ella gave some backstory about, not long after Calvin was born, I was stay-at-home mother, upkeeping the house, and Curtis would be, at the fire station. He would come in, he would just zone out and watch TV. And I wanted more. And then I wanted to tell him off. I even kind of wanted to leave. But then there was one night where I went off on him. And then I went to the bedroom and, I was crying. And then I got up again and I saw that, he had folded all the clothes and he was rocking Calvin in the rocking chair. And, Curtis just told me to go back to sleep. Basically, he was taking care of it. And then after that, I never complained again. So pretty much it was a situation where she recognized that, Curtis was a sweet, loving man. It's just the fact that she didn't really see it. All she saw is what Curtis wasn't doing, as opposed to really being thinking as to what he was doing. So if it's true that she was keeping this diary over the years, then it might kind of undercut that sweet moment that she told Floyd about. But given what we know about Curtis's character, yeah, the whole King of the Castle thing, I feel like that storyline was done 1,000 times, not just in the reboot, but in the original series as well, where Curtis needed to have his sexist views, retooled in regards to how he treats his wife. So, what do you think? Do you think Ella is cheating on Curtis? What's the purpose of this love poem, love diary stuff? Yeah, that would be I think that would be pretty messed up if it turns out she did step out on Curtis, or at the very least had a secret lover pen pal, and in order to win her back, Curtis decides to, repropose. And then we know that Ella is on the fence about not marrying him a second time. So, yeesh. I'm intrigued because, again, this seems like a storyline worth following. It just depends on how things are going to play out. Not to mention, like I said, some of these episode synopses seem completely unrelated to Curtis and Ella. Is this a situation where the episodes may be aired out of order? Or do you think we will actually see an arc where each episode will see something between Curtis and Ella? It's like, wait, what? It looks like episode... Nah. Episode 8, a painful interview. When Curtis freezes up during an interview for a popular online show, Ella comes to the rescue, causing the show to become more interested in her. Yeah, that doesn't seem like it follows up from episode 7 that well. But like I said, could it be a reordering, reshuffle of how the episodes are supposed to air? Or there could be an underlying story arc that's formed from episode 7 and that will end, somewhere in the middle of the season. But regardless, folks, we're going to assume that episode 11 is the mid-season finale, and that actually makes a lot of sense. Remember, this is when Curtis plans to repropose to Ella, and then episode 12 is like Ella's on the fence about whether or not to marry Curtis a second time. I could see the mid-season finale ending with Curtis down on one knee, assuming he can get down there on one knee, and then the cliffhanger ending is Ella, stunned by this, and Curtis is waiting for an answer, and there's no answer. So let's see how it plays out. I'm actually quite excited to see how things are going to end up, because it seems that the mid-season finale should be on June 1st. Ironically enough, the same day Sisters comes back. Or it could be episode 10 that's the mid-season finale. I'm quite confused on how that's going to play out. Will Family Fun Night not air on June 1st because Sisters comes back and it's 9 o'clock time slot? I don't know. We'll find out soon enough. But thanks so much for tuning in. Hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Hit subscribe and hit the bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post content on the channel.